We are in a fucking crisis, a pandemic with this single mother and shit. But it is a proven fact that single mother households produce the worst product.
Facts. That's
It's a
100%
fact.
fact. Yeah.
If you take two parent households, single father household, single mother household, statistically based on facts,
Yep.
the household with the woman heading it by herself produces the worst product. And for our people, for black people, for African American people, those single mother households are the reason why prisons are filled with a good majority of
You are
our people,
100%
right?
right.
So these are facts. You
Yep.
sit this on the table. Here go the fact. And then you say, so y'all need to start valuing men being involved in the lives of your children. I can't make you be with your baby daddy, or we can't say that somebody has to stay with somebody, because we know that children are being born out of situations where the two people aren't healthy together.
Yeah.
But you having access to a man and a woman during your upbringing needs to be brought back.
I feel you.
I gotta laugh when I say this, because
it has gotten to the point where it's weird if you're in a black household and you come from a family where the parents are married. People look at you weird. Like, It's become sad and toxic. But that's where we're at in 2024. And I'm going to be careful with my words because I know a lot of people are in that situation. You can't change your past. You can't go back and time travel. But this is a scheme. This is a plan from the enemy to separate the father from the household, because the father is the natural leader of the household. Ladies, I don't care how independent you are. I don't care how strong you are. The man is the leader. When children are growing up, we look to the man to be the role model. We don't look for the woman to be the role model. That's why the woman can go to church. That doesn't necessarily mean the child is going to go to church. But when the father goes to church, the chances that that child goes to church are astronomically higher. We naturally look to the man as the leader because that's how God ordained it. That's what God put in us. So when you are running a household with just the woman as the leader, it's likely not going to end well, because that child needs a man to be the head of the household. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but that's not the ideal scenario, and it's become ideal. That's what people put in their mind. This is normal. This is just what it is, you know? And it's sad. It's sad. It's corrupting the morals of the culture, for real. You need a man to teach a man how to be a man. A woman can't do that job. A woman can't teach a man how to be a man. A woman can't teach you to handle confrontation, to teach you how to fight, to teach you to play football and different things like that, to teach you how to manage your emotions, you know? Because I think on that screen it said like 70% of juvenile murders come from single parent households, single mom households. And what happens when a child doesn't have someone to teach him how to manage his emotions? A mother can't do that. A mother can't teach a child how to manage their emotions like a man can. So you get murderers, you get rapists, and that statistic is crazy, because I'm thinking, okay, they're in a household with their mother, they would respect their mother, but no, they don't respect women. Why is that? It's a single mom household and they don't respect women. So you need a man to teach you how to treat a woman. And it's in the same thing with little girls, because when little girls don't have their father, what happens? They have daddy issues. They end up being prostitutes. They end up on the streets because the man runs the household. The man is the spiritual leader of the household. And this is how God ordained it. God, man, woman. And this culture, this world knows what it's doing. It is flipping the script, flipping the order. And it's sad. And it's not by mistake. It's no coincidence that it's incentivized that the man not be in the house. If we put 2 plus 2 together, we know what it is. It's not a coincidence what it is. It's not a coincidence of our situation in our culture. We've been exploited, taken advantage of, and we are ignorant of it. We are ignorant of it, and it's sad. I see the thing recently where they talk about who owns these record labels in BlackRock and a lot of these big companies that have so much stock in dang near every company. They have a lot of stock in these record labels, and they have a lot of stock in private prisons. And one of the things that they had to do, so they made a contract with the private prison, BlackRock. And one of the constipulations was that the prison had to be 90% full, or the deal can't go through, bro. And these are the same companies that have a majority stake in record labels, bro. The same companies that are pushing the agendas of the zeitgeist of what we're listening to, of what's being played on the air, of what's going through our mind. If you are a record company and you need 90% of, you need your prisons full. If you are a private prison, and you need your prison full, what would you play on the radio? It would be murder. It would be this and that, bro. And it's not good for you to have fathers in the house, righteous fathers, that tell you to turn that crap off, you know? Because once men get past a certain age, they're going to stop listening to their mother. Once men get past a certain age, they're going to stop listening to their mother, you know? Around what? 12, 14? Bro, it's not the same. You gotta fake cry during whippings. It's not the same. Like, mamas, I know you think you putting it on them, but at a certain age, he fake crying. You need a dad. You need a dad. You need a dad in the household, a father who will actually put the fear of God in him. Mama, you love him too much. You love him too much. And I would say it's the same for women. The father, like, you know, if I had a daughter, I'm not finna give her a whooping like I would my son. I wouldn't punish her like I would my son, bro, because that'll be my baby. That'll be my daughter. I'm not finna do her like that. But I'm sure you are more willing to. You know, that's how it works. That's how the sexes work. You know, it's not the same. It's not the same. A father is willing to throw his hands up and like, hey, the world needs to teach him this. And the mother like, no, I'm gonna protect my baby. And these children are over mothered and under fathered. And they're more likely to end up in jail. If you think about it, most of the kids who are in prison, where's their father? I want you to think about it. Where's the father? Most likely not there. Most likely not there. And it starts at the root. Not having kids with somebody that you don't trust. Not having kids with somebody that you're not married to. Not in sin and fornication. It starts there. It starts there. And sometimes having to thug it out. Even if you want to get a divorce, sometimes they're like, hey, we're gonna stay together and we're gonna figure this out because we made a covenant with God. Sometimes that's what you have to do for the sake of the child, you know, because no child deserves that. No child deserves that. It's crazy because we wonder why the black community, there's so many of us in prison. There's so many black men in prison. But when you look at it, it becomes more obvious as to why. Like she said in that video, the more black people, the more fatherless homes you have, the more likely they're going to be in jail. Who has the most fatherless homes? Black men. Black families. and it is both of our faults. I'm not finna sit here and act like, it is the men's fault, the women's fault. Men are brainwashed and they're having children with women that they shouldn't be having children with. They're doing it for the pleasure, etc. But I will say this, ladies, make it to where he want to be with you. Make it to where you are a pleasure to be around. Don't make it harder than what it needs to be. A lot of men don't even want to take care of their kids in the first place. So make it to where he wants to be with you. Because a lot of women, dudes ain't ish, blah, 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 blah. But what are you doing? If you was a pleasure to be around, maybe he'll want to be with you. That's the first thing I think when I see a single mother. I'm like, okay, where's the baby daddy? Well, he left. He wasn't, okay. But if he was nice to be around, he probably will want to be with you. That's facts. But yeah, I'm just ranting, and this is for every mother and father. We gotta fix it. We gotta stop falling for the trap that society is setting on us, that is setting on our families and our community and our children. Because she is 100% right. Fatherless homes produce the worst product. The worst product. So we need to step up. Both of us, men and women. We need to step up 100%. And without God, bro, we in trouble. We must put our faith in God. Get out of that baby mama, baby daddy mentality, that baby mama, baby daddy culture. It's killing us. All right, man. Y'all take care.